Firstly, as you said at the start, the promise to the industry was all social distancing restrictions would fall away on the 21st of June, and now it appears that that is conditional. And it's so vital that those restrictions lift, because until they do, our businesses don't make a profit and their viability remains under threat. So there's a very real need, a business need, a jobs need to lift those restrictions without making it conditional on passports. The second is that any certification check that was introduced would mean that you would have to check everybody at the door, presumably. So there are costs to the businesses of administering this.
This is LBC News. That's Kate Nichols from UK Hospitality. What about in terms of how secure would any digital form of certification be? Lewis James Davis, the CEO of VST Enterprises.
So at V Health Passport, we've designed a secure end-to-end system where the user is fully in control of all of the data that they want to share. So essentially they provide a V code, which is an unhackable 2D barcode, to show to somebody who wants to check their health status. And nobody can clone these codes, nobody can hack them, and it's what puts us ahead of all of the competition. So there's quite a lot of companies globally that have been reported to have a lot of fraudulent codes presented. And they're using something called a QR code, which is free to use for everybody, but it also exposes the data. So if you scan it with the wrong QR reader, it exposes all of the data sat behind it. The problem you'd have there is somebody might be carrying 10 to 15 different QR codes to do different things, whereas a V code can mean something different to everybody scanning it. So it means you'd only have to carry one secure passport with you globally. So we've been in business since 2012. We've got contracts with the likes of the United Nations in their SDG programs to give identity to the under-identified population, and also banking for underbanked civilizations as well. So we have been working on this for some time. So it's not just that we saw an opportunity in the pandemic.
LBC News. It's been confirmed pupils across Scotland will be back in the classroom full-time after the Easter break. First Minister Nicola Sturgeon says the only exception will be children who are shielding.